The question that we've been asked is, what's trial balance and how can I do that in uLaw? To do trial balance in uLaw, the report, you'll go on accounting, click on document generation. It's right below the balance sheet. Trial balance can be done in two ways. One, you can do it on a date range or a detail. Let's first do detail, then we'll go to date range. Detail is you can just pick a date. For example, I can just pick today or some beginning of the month. Generally, I like to do trial balance at the end of a quarter. Like for example, you could choose March 31st and just do a trial balance on that day. What trial balance gives you is it gives you a balanced view of all your accounts within yourself. It'll show you all your assets, then your liabilities, and it'll show them as debits and credits. Like, all your assets are debits, all your liabilities will be under credits, and capitals will be assets again, and revenues will be debits, and expenses will be debits. So it basically kind of gives you just a positive view of the whole thing. Now at the end, you have to make sure that your total is equal on both sides. That's how the double entry system works in any accounting software, and more so in legal accounting. Now we can get a similar view of trial balance by doing date comparison. The big advantage of doing date comparisons is it's a pure balance comparison, how you're moving, how things are moving in the right direction. So like for example, if you are trying to see if your trust account is moving in the right direction, here is the view. Your credit card, how it is moving, that's a view. Your cash balances, how that's moving, that's your view. Similarly, you can look at every individual account. Like for example, you can say, hey, immigration moving in the right direction. I used to be at 31 and then I've kind of moved here. Legal aid not doing so good in this quarter, it hasn't moved at all. So trial balance gives you that view on an individual account basis where you are headed, and similarly for expense as well. You can see like, hey, I have not spent anything on Sam Anderson. The consultancy has moved a little bit. So it'll kind of give you a view how your expenses are moving, how fast they're moving, what's the rate of movement. You can see all that stuff with respect to trial balance. Again, to summarize, in trial balance, you have two things. You can either do a detail for a particular date, or you can do a date comparison of taking that date and comparing it with other. The most recommended way to do trial balance is at the end of the quarter or at the end of a financial year.